Hippity hop, birdie. Hippity hop, birdie.
Go see squirrels.
Go see squirrels.
Meow.
Meow. Hello, everyone. Einstein is donning a
What colors?
new outfit. Red, purple, green. And I'll tell you more about all of that in a minute, but he's really in a talkative mood, so I'm just going to let him talk, okay? Okay. I'll be back,
Eat your
Einstein.
dinner, sweetie.
Eat your dinner, sweetie.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. You're a good boy.
Meow. You're being sweet. Let's go get dressed. Come here. Bombs away. And me. Want a nut? Up. Come here. You want grape? Sweet corn?
Come on.
Look this way.
Look this way. Okay, which way? Where are you going?
Eat your dinner.
I ate my dinner last night.
Want a nut? It's good.
It is good.
Eat some more.
Okay.
Look water, sweet.
Bye-bye, sweetie. Whee! Oh, you landed down there. Well, now where? Now where are you going to go? Where are you going to go now? I'd like for you to go back up here. You go back up here? You were talking so pretty up there. Come on, let's go. Let's go back up here. Down. Good boy. Okay. Finish what you were.
Eat your dinner, sweetie.
Okay, finish what you were talking about.
Meow.
Meow. I'll see you later. I'll be right in here. Meow.
Want a nut?
I love a nut.
Sweet
Sweet potatoes.
corn.
Corn's good.
Sweet
Sweet
Get you
potatoes.
some corn.
Get you
Eat
some.
more. Eat more. Come here. Hop aboard. I'll get you a treat. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, sweetie. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay,
Eat
sweetie.
your dinner, sweet. Let's go kitchen.
Wee. Einstein, yeah, what's a telephone? Good.
Sweet. God bless you.
God bless you. Y'all stay tuned. I'll tell you about the caller when Einstein slows down on his talking, okay? Get some water. Yeah. Good bird. Wee.
Sorry.
You're a good parrot. He's out of frame again. You're a good boy. I'm going to move the camera over here so I'm not so far away. You're a good parrot, sweetie. Okay, Einstein.
Get you some water.
It's good. Meow.
Hi, sweetie. more.
Eat some more. You're a good parrot.
Drink of water.
Mmm.
Get you some. Look water. Eat some more. Want a treat?
What
Get
kind
you
of...
some corn.
Oh, corn sounds good. I'll tell you all about his collar in a minute. Let him talk for a little
Get you
bit.
some corn.
Okay, I'll get you some corn. How about some broccoli? How about some broccoli?
Sweet corn. Sweet.
Oh, sweet corn? Okay.
Want a nut?
Bombs away. Oh, go over here. Okay.
Drink of water.
You want a drink of water? Is that your cup? Let's see if you want a drink of water. He might just be talking about it. Where's your little... You might just be talking about it. I don't know. Here. Oh, you were thirsty. Okay, sometimes he's thirsty, sometimes he just wants to talk about it. Good boy. Good job. One more? Okay, is that all you want? Good job. Okay, there you go. Here's your cup. Okay, what else do you have to say, Einstein?
We'll go outside.
We'll go outside. Okay, go fly again. Go fly over here. I'm just gonna go fly here. Good parrot.
One more.
What do you want? You want broccoli? You want sweet potatoes?
No. I
Einstein,
can't let cars.
you're being a stinker. Come on now, you don't belong over there. Come on now. You fly away from there. Go up down to the floor.
We'll go outside.
You want to go outside? It's kind of chilly.
Corn.
It's supposed to warm up today, though.
Come here.
It's supposed to warm up. We might go outside later.
What do you want?
What do you want? Okay, this might be one of these live streams where I'm not going to be able to watch the comments very much because he's so mobile. He's just getting around everywhere. What do you want, Einstein?
We'll go outside.
You want to go outside? Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay. This might be a good time to talk.
Lunch.
Well, I don't know. We'll get lunch later. Okay, why is Einstein wearing a collar? Well, some of you may have been with me a while back in summer of 24. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that was about the best. March, April, May, June, July, August of 24. If you were around that time, you would know that Einstein has a condition under his wing, under his right wing. It's a dermatitis. They call it SCUD, SCUD, and that's an acronym for superficial chronic ulcerative, I think, dermatitis. I might not have all that right, but anyway, he's got a little spot in his armpit that flares up just like dermatitis does in humans. And it's flaring again. We discovered it actually a couple of weeks ago. And we've been treating it. We've been talking to the vet. And all we can do is what we're doing. And we put SSD cream on it. That's silver sulfadazine cream. I might not be saying that right either. But and that keeps the bacteria and prevents infection. It's the same cream that they use on burns, okay? If you've ever been badly burned, it's the same stuff. And he's adjusting to the collar really well. We had a collar on him before too, during the other episode of this back in 24. And so he's pretty used to the collar. Now, does he like it? I don't know. He doesn't seem to mind it, except the Velcro. He spends a great deal of time trying to unlatch the Velcro. And the collars I get from, see, he can fly really well. He flies very well with it. The collars I get from a lady on Facebook, Parrot Petals by Pam. She makes lovely collars for parrots. And so some of them have petals on them. Some of them don't. You just have to go to her Facebook page. Wait a second. Parrot Petals by Pam. And take a look. She doesn't have a website. She's a one-person operation. She sews them for parrot rescues. She just has a wonderful heart. And
Off aboard.
Hop aboard. Now I must say, the Velcro she puts on the collars isn't strong enough for Einstein. Einstein plows right through them and unlatches them like in nothing flat. So I went to Amazon and bought some heavy duty sew-on Velcro, and that's what. Then I put the Velcro on myself.
Bye
Bye. I sew. I have a sewing machine, so I can do that myself. See, he likes to mess with the Velcro. Now he's not able to unlatch that. Now during the night, I have another collar that we put on him, and it has petals. Let me show that to you. I just happened to see your Curtis Knight, your comment. What does the collar do? It prevents him from picking at the sore. prevents him from picking at under his wing. The sore is in his wing pit, and it prevents him from picking at it. And thereby allowing it to heal faster. But just with human dermatitis, it will start to heal and then it'll flare up again. My vet told me this.
They're gross.
It's gross. Yeah. No. My vet told me that it's persistent and it's hard to resolve. Okay, so
Bye-bye.
we're hoping that this case isn't going to be that hard to resolve, but we just take it one day at a time.
Sweet corn?
Yeah, sweet corn. Hang on, Einstein.
Okay.
Let's eat. Let's eat. Let me set the iPad down. Okay, see, this is the other collar. It has a real pretty little petal on it, and it's connected here. And then this has this Velcro here. And see, this is what I have to replace this. This needs replacing. That's what he does. He chews the loop side of the Velcro is what he likes. And then this is the Velcro that I add. Okay. So that he can't, he tries, but he can't get through that because this hinders him to getting to that area. But this is his This is his daytime collar. And naturally we're around when he's in this collar, so we can button it back up. I don't know what you call we can reattach it easily if we see that it needs to be. But so far he's only been able to get through that first set of Velcros. And then when we leave the house, when we put him in his cage, and we leave the house, we put him in this collar because it's harder to get out of, and we don't want, since we're not going to be here, we don't want him to escape from the collar, because if he does, he might pick at himself again. So, and we have his travel cage set up in such a way now that that's where he stays, that's where he sleeps, and I'll show that to y'all in just a minute. Okay. Oh, thank you, Donna, for the stars. Einstein, they say you look so pretty in the collar. They say you look pretty. You look majestic. Now, let me say this too.
Bye-bye.
If you see videos of Einstein on Facebook or YouTube without the collar, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's out of the collar. Well, it doesn't mean that he's not wearing the collar anymore. Anyway, it just means that you may have gotten served a previous video of him not in a collar, or I may have videotaped him not wearing his collar, or if you do see a video of him in his collar, that would be a more recent video. So my content's just going to kind of be mixed up. Collarless, collar. I don't know, and I've got content that hours and hours and hours of video that I haven't even posted yet of Einstein. That's probably 2 or 3 months old. It's a job. It is a job, doing what I do, being a content creator. I love it. It's great, but yeah, it's a lot of editing, and so I've got lots of content that I still need to get up, and I will eventually, but it all needs to be edited and stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the travel cage. I'm just going to grab my phone and go in there. Okay, this is the travel cage, and it's covered at night, and it's got a rope perch here. This is actually where he likes to sleep. He likes to sleep on this rope perch. And then you can see all the perches are lowered. That's so that it's safe for him. He doesn't fall in the night. And then that's a sockatoo we have there hanging for him. So that's his travel cage. That's where he sleeps, and that's where he stays now when we leave. But we so very often both leave the house. So, and for reference, this is his regular cage, okay? Because I don't want people calling and or commenting and saying that cage is too small. Get him a bigger cage. Well, he has a bigger cage. He just can't use it right now. Okay. So, okay. Okay, then that's the story on the cage and the collar and everything. And any latecomers, I just welcome you to go rewatch that section of the live stream, because it's unfair to those that have already heard me talk about it to hear me talk about it again. Okay. Move it so you can. And this is pretty much what he does with the collar. He can preen his tail. He can scratch his face with it. He can scratch his face, his neck. The only thing he can't get to is his back, and his belly, and his wings, underneath his wings. He tries, but he can't. And yeah, I know, Einstein. And what else? He's not real fond of eating in it because he hasn't figured out how he can eat with his foot. You know how they like to hold food in their foot? He hasn't figured out that he can do that. He can do it. He just hasn't figured out, because if he can scratch his face, he could hold food up to his beak. He just hasn't figured out how to do it. But he'll figure it out. And he doesn't like eating in it because the collar bumps his dish, and we've lowered his dishes to where he has access to it, but he just doesn't like the fact that the collar bumps the dish. So he's not real fond of eating with the collar. Hey, turn around. Y'all can see him in the mirror over here. Let me move this over. That's not real good. Okay, I'm gonna step out of the room, see if he talks anymore. Einstein, what's a turkey? Okay, he's not gonna do very much talking. Einstein, what's a turkey? What colors? See, now he can go that far up his wing, but that's about as far as he can get. He can't get to his armpit, which is where the little sore is. And the sore is only about the size of the tip of my little finger, okay? It's about, I would say, a quarter to 3/8 inch long. It's kind of an oval, about 3/8 inches long and about a quarter inch wide. You know, do an oval shape. It's about how big it is. We're just hoping to dip it in the bud this time. We don't want him to. We're hoping that it won't take as long this time to heal as it did last time. Yeah, Candy, the collar, he can fly. He flies everywhere. In fact, I think he flies more with the collar on than he does when he doesn't have it on. Um, I'm so glad that he is a good flyer. Because if he wasn't a good flyer, his mobility would really be impaired. When he was first getting used to the collar, they can't see their feet, so they don't know where they're stepping. And we've helped him a little bit with that by touching his foot when it's time, when we want him to step up. And it's sort of like an Annie Sullivan situation. You know who Annie Sullivan is? She was Helen Keller's teacher. And so when we want him to go someplace, we touch his foot. And it's not exactly like Annie Sullivan, but you kind of get my idea. Because he can't see his feet anymore, and so he has to go by touch. But he gets around really well. He's not so great at climbing on his play perch, but he can fly to it. But if he acts like he wants to go down to where his food is, then we give him an Uber ride. We put him down there. And he can fly to his tree perch. He still sits on that. He flies to his kitchen perch. He just doesn't like climb all over them like he used to. But he's happy. He's fine. Okay. If I've missed any stars or supers, I apologize. I've not looked at comments very, very much. Okay. Jocelyn, thank you for the stars. I'm going through now. Oh, okay. Okay, if y'all want to know more about Einstein, he has a website, einsteinparrot.com. Oh, Sandy, thank you for the stars. See, he still enjoys preening. He's preening his back, but he can only go up so far. Candy Munson asked, is he good about letting you put on his medicine? The cream? Yeah, he's real good. Jeff, pardon me. I need to get a drink of water. Where's that cup? I'll just use Einstein's cup. Hang on, y'all. We're still in the middle of allergy season for me, so. Yeah, we put him on the counter, and now we didn't get there overnight. It took a while. It took a while for Einstein to let us do this, but we went through all of that back in 2024, the summer of 2024. Let me get a stuffy and show y'all just a second. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate over here. Okay, water on the counter. We put Einstein on the counter, and Jeff tells him, he said, step up, 1, 2, 3. Einstein steps up, and then Jeff puts his hand around his neck like this. And then Jeff holds him up for me. And Jeff, you gotta hold at least 3 fingers around his neck, otherwise he can turn his head and bite you. But Jeff raises his little fingers like that, and holding his feet, just holding his feet. And then I come along and lift his wing and put the cream. Oh, I hope I wasn't up too high. And put the cream right there. Okay. So that's how we do it. Okay. Okay, I was a little bit too high, but I think y'all get the idea. Okay. You're a good parrot, Einstein. You're sweet. You're smart. You're super. Okay, Kathy just asked a question. Is that dermatitis caused by extra moisture under his wing? Yes, that's what the vet told us. And it's prevalent in African grays and lovebirds and that feather pick. And because he has no feathers under there, he has some feathers. And I was really, really hopeful the summer of 2024. All his feathers grew back under his wing. He really, well, not all of them, but most of them. I have a picture of a before and after. It's posted somewhere. Of after he healed up and grew his feathers back. And then, I don't know, something happened. And now he's got the case of dermatitis again. But yeah, it is excess moisture, they say. You know, it's one of those things. Avian medicine is not as far along as dogs and cats because they're not mammals. Birds are, birds, and they've not been studied as much as they've come a long way, but still there's so much they don't understand about avian medicine. And like a friend of mine says, well, why can't they have like a numbing cream, something to, put on there that numbs it? And, because, you got to know it's itchy. And, but Einstein he's not in pain. We do have pain meds if he does seem like he's in pain. We've got a bird equivalent to Advil. It's an anti-steroidal drug. And he also takes his medicine through syringe now really well. We've been working on that, and we have to, again, hold him and put it, administer it to his beak. But we haven't really needed the birdie Advil. And the vet says don't give it to them all the time because it will take a toll on their liver. So she's just use it when I feel like it's necessary. Einstein, what are you doing? Oh, Eva, thank you. Thank you for the super. Einstein, she says, you are a good sweetie. Eva, is that your picture is that your profile picture? You sure are pretty. Bay O'Brien 52, 1 month of corn. Thank you for joining our group on YouTube. If we have a members group on YouTube called Corn. So thank you for joining that. More information about all our groups can be found on our website. Just scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see little buttons there. Oh, it's you with an AI generated parrot. How sweet. You're just like a little dot. I can't really see details on your picture, but Okay, Bridget, thank you for the stars. Oh, Candy asked, could you use baby powder under his wing after it's all healed, of course? No, afraid not. I asked the vet, is there anything preventative we could do? And she says, no, there's nothing. Anything we put under there would be an irritant. So, no, you would not want to put baby powder. And I was going to say, oh God, my train of thought just left. I think it's something to say, and then I look at a comment, and whoop, that thought just goes away. That's right, Candy. I don't. You're right. You don't know unless you ask. So I'm glad you asked because somebody might do it. I mean, somebody might do something like that. So I'm glad you asked. Oh, thank you. Somebody just sent me a YouTube gift. Oh, it was Bay O'Brien 52. Thank you. They show up really fast, and your name was kind of cut off, but I appreciate it. Oh, it was a laughing disco. Okay. Yeah, it was a disco ball. Thank you for that. YouTube's doing something fun now. You're able to send creators gifts, GIFTS, as in presents. Oh, and looky there, Donnell. Donnell sent a laughing disco. Thank you, Donnell. And now when people send a gift, the little present that's down in the lower right-hand side of your screen there on YouTube, it looks like a little present with a bow on top. It rotates. It gets colorful and rotates. I never noticed that before. Oh, PDX 3284 asked, will barn owls attack if you get close? They took over my barn. I have no idea. Have you Googled that? Google that question. I would put that into Google and see what Google has to say about it. Donnell, the gifts, she says she doesn't know what it does. It's like supers, and I get so many. I need to read that again. I get so many jewels, or no, I get rubies. I get rubies, and then I think every ruby is a penny or something like that. So yeah, it gives me rubies. Oh, I just got an idea about the barn owls. If you go into the barn with a snake on your head, maybe they won't attack. Well, I'm sorry, a rubber snake, not a real snake. I would go in with like a rubber snake on my head. Because if they see snakes, maybe they won't attack you. Or find out what barn owls are afraid of. And then do that. They might not be afraid of anything. I don't know. I'd Google it. Oh, Bridget asked, does the current situation prevent him from talking because he feels uncomfortable? No, he was talking up a storm earlier in the stream. Yeah, go back and rewatch this live stream. I talk about the collar a lot. And I really give y'all the whole rundown. So go ahead and take some time and rewatch the live stream from the beginning. And you'll see, you'll understand more. But no, he was talking a bunch. And time has just slipped away from me. Oh, Tyler says no, they eat snakes. I don't know them. Yeah. Okay. Y'all that are just now joining me, we're going to have to go, but please go back and re-watch this live stream. I go the whole gamut as to why he's wearing a collar, and everything like that. And you'll see him fly, you'll see him talk. And right now he's just playing with it. So it's better that he plays with his collar than gets to the wound underneath his wing. So, okay, y'all, the next time we'll be going live will be on Sunday. I've got stuff I need to do for the rest of the week. I hope y'all have a good rest of the week, and we will see y'all. We'll see y'all on Sunday, okay? Woo, see there, he can fly. Okay, Einstein, say bye-bye. Oh, he's got to poop. Bombs away. He's not going to say it. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there he is. Bye-bye. See y'all Sunday. Take care.